young people have the authority to lead. They have the integrity to lead, and they have the moral compass to lead. And the invitation is to tell us as older folks and as adults and people who have jobs in these positions, tell us what you need. I'm a small boy from a small town called Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I saw racial disparities firsthand. I saw the life outcomes of white and black be 10, 15 years. I saw what it meant for education cuts to impact black and brown students the most. All that kind of brought home a passion for me that individuals must have the freedom to thrive, and they must have the ability to get economic attainment. They must have the ability to have educational attainment. They must have the ability to self-determine their own life instead of just being preset into zip codes that are often set up for failure and generation and cycles of poverty, violence, etc. And so what brought that all home for me is not wanting future generations to face that, not future generations to wake up confused about why their community is like this. Why isn't their school the same as what they see on TVs? Why don't they have basketball nets, and why don't they have safe housing? Why did they go to sleep with bullet shots in their neighborhood? Young people are hurt by modern day America. They wake up every day wondering about their economic future. They wake up every day wondering about what rights they have and what rights they may lose. While, democracy is in a crisis, what we're really seeing is local leadership step up in this moment to really do what they can. And a lot of that's being pushed by young people across the country. And so, yes, democracy is fading. Yes, fascism is rising as a global movement, but also at the same time, the spirit and resilience and resistance of young people is ensuring that the light of democracy does not dim. I mean, the challenge that we're all going to face is the global movement for fascism. And how that's building up, right? And how narratives are being built up to be racist, sexist, transphobic, homophobic, and throughout the globe. That is the fight that we're going against, right? So we really have to think about what are we doing to win future generations, and how are we setting up cultural institutions to ensure that as they are being educated as young people, they very clearly understand what is right and what is wrong, right? And oftentimes you hear, I just thought it was funny, right? Like, we can no longer really have these standards, and we can have to really push back against the influencers of fascism who are pushing these narratives and messaging and seeming like it's cool. Those are like some of the big challenges that we have ahead of us. We have a moment to lead the way. And instead of being the exporter of fascism in this moment, I think what young people are hoping this country can be is an exporter of prosperity, of freedom, and liberty.